Today.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Fields going to keep it once more. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing on third down, Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Fielded just inside the 30. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Here's Purdy. That's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Two Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And, you know, and right now, they're carrying it around.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. A yard all they need, but it's third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Purdy. His ball is caught. He's got Debo. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. McCaffrey running up the middle, down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, here's Mitchell, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Up the gut, McCaffrey, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. McCaffrey is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for free.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the option right is Fields. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Niners at 8-1 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Purdy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I know it's a phrase that sounds really cool, strip sack, but all we're talking about is getting to the guy, getting to the passer, making the tackle, making the play, but do a little bit extra, right? Stripping the ball out, working the arm free. That's become a big emphasis for all defenders.
Yeah, and as a defender with the emphasis, this is something that's practiced.
Practiced all the time. Taking the ball away, creating turnovers, that's really job one for any defense because that's how you win in today's NFL.
On second down, McCaffrey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Fields on first down. They'll set up the screen for Herbert. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Now it's Fields. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now Fields. Under pressure, they got him again. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Steps away. Oh, and that is incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 52. 19. Tiger, 19.
Final play of the half. Purdy. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 55 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They go play action here. Purdy. And it's a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. They run over center with Mitchell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Here's Samuel. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the Positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
To the 43, second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Edwards now on 1st and 10. He's got it to the 43 here.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And he gets this inside the 30. 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Again, it's Edwards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They go with Edwards left side. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Second down and 4. Fields going to keep it running right. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first. First and goal.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Fields. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 3-9.
Fields now to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Back to throw, Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Able to find Gray here. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 69 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Purdy. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
So now Fields and the Bears down by 9. 1:50 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. Gets this to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being... So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. They're going for it. Here's Herbert. And this will be a Bears 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. He'll get that underneath to Herbert.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
Back to throw, Fields.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock, look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 47 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fields. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Fields. And that one complete to Hodgins. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And one last throw here for Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone, as time has run out on this ball game. So it's a win for the Niners here, and it was thanks in part to the play of their third.